everyone. Am I too close? Like, I don't know. I'm like really in your face, aren't I? Oh, cool. Hopefully the lighting looks a little bit better over there. I can't see it on my iPad. It hasn't started yet. But you guys can hear me okay. Everything is good. I know you can't really see the altar, so let me move this back a little bit. Oh, I need to turn the volume down on my iPad, so let me do that first because I'm going to hear myself. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, guys, bear with me. We're having some technical difficulties. Let me. I don't even know where the heck is the volume. See, I got all this crazy stuff going on, and I forgot to check this before. Here we go. All right, all right, all right. Now I gotta turn this over. Okay. All right. That way I can see myself. Okay, cool. It doesn't look so. Oh, all right. I actually have my door open because nobody is here. 10:10. Oh, shit. Wow. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, I'm going to wait a few minutes because we're going to do a meditation with 432 hertz frequency to ground ourselves. I'm not going to guide you in this. I'm going to play a song. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear it. It should be loud enough. I want you to do your own practice, okay? My suggestion is for when I play this song, a glow near me, nice. When I play this music, I want you to breathe according to the music, okay? You can do a fast breath or you can do a slow breath, like pranayama. You know, there's fast breathing and there's slower breathing. Oh, the lights and the plants, yes, thank you. So, and I now have a color changing Himalayan salt lamp. So I'm excited about that. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, bring others in here if you feel they can benefit from this. This is going to be a new moon and Gemini reading. I don't know why I'm coughing already. Son of a bitch. Anyway, again, I'm going to wait a few minutes. We're going to meditate. Like I said, I was talking about breathing. If you feel you need to do a fast breath, do it. If you want to do it slow, do that. But the intention is to go with the sound of the music. I want you to try to be in flow with the beat. Okay? There's no wrong way to do this. I was going to do a guided one, kind of like what I've done before, and sometimes I do with my clients and my other member stuff. But I've been told that we want you, not just me, my guides, everybody, we want you guys to do this breath work or to do the meditation on your own. Allow the music to take you where you need to be. Let it guide you. Okay? Again, there's no wrong way to do this. So make sure, and when I'm about to play it, and I will let you guys know that you say a prayer, you just go with the flow with the music, okay? And don't overthink it. If you feel like you're breathing out of beat or something like that, don't worry about it, okay? Don't kick yourself in the ass for it, okay? So just allow yourself to be at peace and just focus on the music, and then allow your breath to just take you with the frequency, okay? So after I do the new moon and Gemini reading for the collective, I am going to do the personals. So if you didn't check already, the menu items for the readings are in the description box. The methods on how to donate, if you've never done this before, they're in the description box. Again, if you would like to sow a seed into this to support my channel, you feel like, I don't really need a reading, but I'd like to make a donation, by all means, if you feel drawn, I'm very, very grateful. May that be returned to you 1,000-fold. You could do that too. You don't have to let me know, okay? Because if you would like a reading, just give me a heads up or something like that and just say, I sent the money to Venmo, PayPal, whatever. so that I know, because I don't really see everything on my end. I have my notifications turned on, but sometimes I don't always go through. All right, and we'll just go from there, okay? So let me see who's in the chat. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Jason. Hi, Kay. Hi, Shannon. My peeps are here, so thank you for being here. All right, so yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I think I will start in about a minute, okay? And like I said, we're gonna do a meditation, but I'm not gonna guide you. I want you guys to do it on your own. My tea got cold already. I may need to heat that up. I don't know. All right. Thanks. I have my massive salt lamp. I told you about this, Jason. On the nightstand near my bed. My guides told me to keep it on all day and have it by where my pillow is. So that thing is phenomenal. And I don't have a picture, but if you want to know the height of it, you see my candle here? My candle holder here, if you can see the height here, the salt lamp that I got at Marshall's, it's like up to here. It's a little bit taller than that. It's about this thickness, approximately. I got it for $8. I think that's like a $25 lamp. I don't know, but I know that that salt lamp that I got by the grace of God is not an $8 salt lamp. So yeah, it's like a natural air purifier. So I have two. So I was gonna go, they told me to go get this one because I already had a salt lamp. This one is bigger than the one that I had. I'm gonna give the other one to my aunt because hers broke. So I saw this at Marshall's and I didn't get it, and they told me to go back and get it. But the crazy thing was, when I went back to get this one, they had that massive salt lamp for $8 on clearance. The only thing was the box was a little bit destroyed and it was open. So I looked in the box, everything was intact. So there was no damage, and the salt lamp has been working perfectly, and I actually feel a significant change in the energy. I already have a mechanical air purifier on because I have to have that on when my parents are here, even though my parents aren't here. I have to have it on because my father has a sleeping machine, and the stuff from the candle seeps into the air conditioning system, and then it filters back out. His thing picks up on the soot. So I have to make sure that I have an air purifier. And it's also for me too, since when I got the thing, it's affected my lungs. So I can't use normal candles, and I have to use woodwick ones and things like that. So I was guided to get more natural air purifiers, and that's been helping. And it's actually it helps a lot with the continuous cleansing of the energies in the room. And it does wonders while I'm sleeping. And I sleep like a baby anyway, but it's a pretty awesome thing. Hi, Angela. Yep. Marshall's does have some amazing things. I found my air purifier. My diffuser's there. My essential oils there. All these other things. Like, you never know. It's like a freaking treasure hunt, right? You go there. Like, I was going to get this, and I got this yesterday. And then that massive salt lamp, I'm like, I'm taking that one. And it's been working wonders since I've had it by my bed. So anyway. All right. So what we're going to do. Yeah, he has a CPAP machine. A lot of my family members have those machines. Yeah, I know. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get started. People are probably going to trickle in here, and that's fine. So I'm going to play this frequent song. It's 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Okay. Again, for those of you who are just jumping in here, this is a meditation period before I get started. I want you to do breath work, but do it according to how you flow with the music that's coming through. Okay. Please let me know in the chat if you can't hear it. Okay. And then I'm going to close my eyes and do my thing while you guys are doing this. I'm trying to see how we're going to connect with each other while we're meditating before you do this reading. Okay. We're picking up at these energies of the new moon in Gemini here, so which peaks at what, 12:32 a.m. So we got like about a little more than 2 hours to go. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. All right. Okay, guys, we're gonna start with this. I'm gonna hit play. If you can please do me a favor. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit play. I want you guys to let me know that you can hear it okay. And then I'm gonna stop the audio. I'm gonna replay it so that I know that you guys can hear it. And when I replay it, then that's when you're gonna do your meditation, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so I'm gonna play it now. Make sure you can listen to hear this thing. Okay, come on, mouse. My Apple mouse has been wonky lately. It's crapping out. And it's not the batteries. Is that loud enough for you? Okay, Kay can hear it. Jason recognizes this. Okay, so this is good enough for you to work with? Okay. All right. Let's restart this. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Remember, there's no wrong way to do this. Just get as centered as possible, because that's what my guys wanted me to do this time around. You guys need to be centered for the reading. Ready? Here we go. Alrighty. Woo! I went somewhere else over there. I forgot I was here for a minute. Everybody good? Wow, I feel really... I'm like, I just want to go lie in a hammock right now and do nothing. Alrighty. So let me change the volume here for a minute. I'm going to play this playlist instead. See how this goes. I usually play my guitar one, but... Nope, that's not it. Wait, no, that's not the one? Okay. They said, never mind. Go back to your guitar one. Where is my... Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Did it log me out? It logged me out. Hold on, guys. See what happens? It was just on there. See, they were allowing to play. Oh my God. Hold on before I burn myself. Okay. Hold on, guys. I need music with this. Anyway. How's everybody's weekend going so far? Anything exciting? Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I don't know. It says I have an invalid password. Okay. That's not it. I should have checked this before. If this doesn't work again, then I'm going to have to scrap this. It's like, you guys would not believe the amount of opposition. Like today, I had unexpected phone calls, like all these things I had planned, like it wasn't going according to plan. And it's kind of like, okay, God doesn't, or something doesn't want me to do something. Here we go. Okay, I am now in. Now I have to find my playlist here so I can start doing this. This account really isn't that user friendly, so I gotta actually go look at my my playlist here. Okay. Ugh. I was gonna say, I need my music there. I need my strings. Not that I really need it, but it helps. Anyway, let me put my candle back here so that there's equilibrium on my altar. Whoop. Hi, Feisty. How are you? Welcome. Good, Jason. You felt a lot of warmth and peace. I would hope so. Alrighty, so we're gonna get this started. All right. Just a quick thing for my members or anyone who's maybe interested in my services or stuff. My spring coupon for 10% off is going to expire next week, June 21st. So if you would like to take advantage of that, do so before then. Again, you can use that coupon code as many times as you want from now until June 21st. I also have a coupon for the packages. I did put some alignment packages up on my tarot packages section of my website. So you can get 10% off of those packages too. And those packages already have a discount in them. So you're kind of getting like a double package. But I want to remind people that my spring discounts are expiring the day of the summer solstice. There's also the memberships. I know a lot of you guys already know that I kind of revamped some of the memberships there. I am going to have a members only live on Wednesday next week. I'm just not telling you what it's going to be about. It's supposed to be a surprise. So if you're there, great. If not, that's okay. Again, don't forget to like, share. If you're not subscribed already, that would be very, very helpful to support my channel. If you would like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Okay? There's different types of readings there. You can send the donation to any of the donation methods in the description box. If you feel you would just like to send a donation and not receive a reading to sow into this channel and to help support this channel, by all means, you can do that too if you feel drawn. Either way, I would be very grateful. All right, guys, so New Moon in Gemini. As I'm continuing to shuffle, if I already said it occurs at 12:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is at 26 degrees of Gemini, so check to see where 26 degrees of Gemini is your chart. Also see what's in Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is opposite Gemini, is the opposite of Gemini. So whatever's going on in that Gemini placement, look to see what's across from that in Sagittarius to see what else is there. This moon is also squaring Neptune, okay? So be mindful of that. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's the thoughts, it's the mind, it's communication. Communication may come in and it may be a little bit nebulous, or you may feel like, oh, I understand this, but then you understand something and the other person doesn't, or vice versa. Be careful with that type of stuff. For any thoughts you may be thinking, you may be feeling delusional, or you have an intuitive, you have an intuitive feeling, and then it goes to your headspace and you start to overthink it and you start to doubt and you start to confuse your own self. Be careful with that, okay? Now, if you're communicating with somebody and they don't quite understand you, or they miss the mark, do not get pissed off about it. Let it go, because that is the Mercury, the moon in Gemini squaring Neptune, okay? Neptune rules Pisces. Pisces is the ethereal. It's the subconscious. It's like that strong intuition. It's spirituality. It's also where we can get lost up in the clouds. It's right, nebulous, clouded judgment. You may be thinking something and it's not reality, or you may be thinking that something isn't reality when it is reality, stuff like that. So just be mindful of your thoughts. Watch your thoughts and your words. Be careful how you're communicating with others, okay? And since we are still technically on Saturday, Mercury's sextiling, what? It's sextiling Venus in Leo. This is a great time to really trust in yourself, like your sexiness, your confidence level. If you're thinking about, hitting up somebody while you're out, you see someone across the way, it's a hot chick, it's a hot dude, and you're like, I gotta speak to that person, do it. Or something about, like, you're communicating something that you feel very confident about and you're not gonna have any reservation about it. This is a wonderful energy to kind of like really feel good about yourself. Leo is also about bravery and boldness and confidence and being in the spotlight, and Venus just loves to revel in that. And it's like self-pleasure, or like doing things that make you happy, that make you feel good, right? And it's looking good, it's feeling good, it's doing everything, and not getting caught up in the mundane and thinking, I can't look this way, I can't speak that way, or something like that. So while I'm talking about that, I'm going to say something that kind of has to do with this Mercury in Gemini sextiling Venus in Leo, because Leo is kind of like romance, and there's sex in there too, and Venus, that's part of that in there. I was taking my shower today. anybody here knows the song Say, Say, Say by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson? There is a different version. It's a more rock version by Quiet Drive. I've been listening to that along with some other songs all day. So I was belting that song out in the shower. Okay? I was doing meditation. I meditate while I'm in the shower while I'm singing. So, do you know the part where it says, take what you need, but don't leave me with no direction? As I was singing that lyric, I said, take what you need, but don't leave me with no erection. And I said, what the hell did I just say? Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about stuff like that, but it slipped out of my mouth, okay? So I thought that was hysterical, and I busted out laughing in the shower. So there's the Venus and Leo stuff. But anyway, I thought I'd share that. So if you say stuff like that to people and they look at you funny, just laugh it off. Have a good laugh about it. Have a good laugh about it. Alrighty. So also Saturn went retrograde today too. For the first time, I think in a long time, I didn't feel it as I normally do. So that was a good thing for me. I think I was grounded enough and like really connected enough where the Saturn going retrograde really didn't affect me this time around. But anyway, we're going to start with this moon reading, guys. We're going to first look into what is being activated with this new moon in Gemini for our highest good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a second. What is being activated with this new moon in Gemini? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, Jesus, Mary, Magdalene, Mother Mary, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We have integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Didn't this come out with the full moon in Sagittarius? And Sagittarius is opposite of Gemini. Okay? We have integration here. What was I saying with that moon squaring Neptune, right? Thinking that something is your reality when it isn't, and you're thinking that something is not your reality when it actually is. All right? There's like this connection of head and heart, knowing what is truth for you and understanding what is of illusion or being delusional about something. Again, it says what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative. This new moon in Gemini, especially since it's squaring Neptune and Neptune's in Pisces, right? Oh God, shit, I forgot. Neptune rules Pisces. Where the heck is Neptune? Can somebody look up where Neptune is? It just totally blew my mind. Anyway, see, that's the... My brain's getting jumbled up. Anyway, we're looking into a balance between that. This new moon is having us to really start to realize it's a new way of thinking because it's a new moon. We're having a restart. We may be, kind of really thinking about our thoughts, all right? What are we thinking about that we perceive as negative and what are we thinking about that we perceive as positive, especially the negativity, all right? If you have a tendency to have negative thoughts, you have a tendency to like freak out about things, like something goes wrong and your mind goes haywire. It's like the Nine of Swords. There's stress there, or Five of Swords. There's stress. There's anxiety. There's like this inner balance, not inner balance, but there's this inner conflict within you that everything gets all distorted and then it goes to your mind and you can't like think straight, right? For some of you, you may go back into thinking, what is it that's causing me to perceive these things as negative, and or something negative happens, why do I think the worst? That could be something for some of you, all right? Or you're perceiving that you can't do something when you really can, all right? Or there's an overconfidence with that Mercury sextiling Venus and Leo. There could be an overconfidence with, yeah, like I'm going to be able to amass all this stuff and do this, and this in one day, whatever. And there's like a false sense of confidence in something when you should be looking at what your superpowers are, and your superpowers are what makes you you. And you may be thinking that, yeah, I got this down pat, but it's almost like you're deceiving yourself in a way, because it could be you're compensating for something, or you're afraid to face the reality of something, thinking that like you're confident in this when you really aren't. But going back to those superpowers about you and telling yourself, you know what, this is really what I'm good at. I have to be more confident in these areas. All right? If that doesn't make any sense to you, go meditate on it, take it back to God, whatever. But anyway, you're also integrating your masculine and feminine energy with this new moon to start really having more clarity of thought, and taking a time out where you start to kind of fly away, or you feel like you're in the clouds, or you just don't understand something. Okay? Because that Neptunian energy can be like, oh God, I just can't really think straight. I just don't understand something here. It's too foggy. So I can't make a decision. So I can't move forward with something. So I can't do something. If you find yourself, that actually happened to me today. When you find yourself in that, pray about it. You go have a meeting with God. You go sit with God and say, God, can you please give me some clarity here? Why am I having these thoughts? Why am I having these doubts? Or what am I really needing to focus on about like boosting my confidence? Like what am I losing here about myself? Hold on. See, now it's already affecting me because I've got my sun in Gemini and my Neptune is in Sagittarius. So I'm already having like that opposition or whatever. It's more about asking God, okay, God, I need you to help me understand, why am I thinking this way? Why am I thinking these negative thoughts? It's like one day you feel confident about something, and then all of a sudden something happens and you lose the confidence, you lose the faith. You kind of pull yourself out of your spiritual side, right? It's kind of like realizing that you're a spiritual being in a meat suit. And maybe these negative thoughts, maybe these things that are causing you to be confused or something are of the material world. And your mind's having a disconnect with your heart space. And you're telling yourself these things that aren't true. Okay? And as it says, integration of supports are embracing every aspect of ourselves. This new moon, again, it's a restart and getting us to see what is really negative and what is really positive, especially within ourselves, within the world, within other people. And remember, negative things, those are just things that we can work on. It could be shadow sides of ourselves, right? And sometimes when we're doing our shadow work and that negativity kind of flares up or it just pops up out of nowhere, especially when it comes to our characteristics, we kind of catch ourselves and say, wait, that's not really for my highest good. That's not really in alignment with my higher purpose, with spirituality. I need to rethink this. Yeah, I have a tendency to do this. It's maybe a shadow negative side of myself, but why is that? I know this sounds like very deep. I mean, Pisces energy, Neptune energy is very deep. It's the depths of the depths of the depths. So there's something here about really connecting with your higher self here. And that square doesn't have to be entirely bad. It's just like there's going to be some like disparity there. It's going to be tension. Oh. my intuition in my mind, It's like, and Gemini's fast energy. I want the answers now. I want to have clarity now. But Pisces is like, Neptune's like, wait a minute. I'm way far away from you, from the sun, Mercury. Give me some slack. Let me take my time to think this. I don't really need to get the answers now. I don't really need to communicate that right now. Or I need to be able to tap into my higher self and my guides to better get clarity about this, Mercury. It's like I'm hearing a conversation between Mercury and Neptune right now. Like War of the Worlds type of thing. War of the Planets. And this is where you integrate the two. Check to see where your Mercury is and where your Neptune is what I'm being told in your charts. This is helping you to find a balance between what Mercury wants and what Neptune wants. Coming to a compromise, in a sense, okay? And when you integrate that, you'll find more solid ground, more solid footing. So you'll be able to move forward for whatever this is, whether it's communication or having an idea and executing that idea, or like really thinking it through, or tapping more into your creativity, your spiritual side, because Leo, that Venus in Leo, it's being very creative. I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this like sexiness about my creativity. Like, let me put some fire into it. Let me put some spunk into it. Let me put some, I'm hearing like beauty or whatever. Let me beautify this. You're going to be able to better get clarity of thought when you're integrating these two things. And you start to realize that when it comes to negative and positive, you're going to come to this equilibrium where you're so grounded that you're going to see it as it just is. Because remember, what one person perceives as negative isn't negative to somebody else. What one person perceives as positive isn't positive to somebody else. And we're also allowing ourselves to integrate that within each other, right? Oh, I see that you see that as negative, because maybe you're putting yourself down, or you're causing yourself to doubt. But somebody else might look at you like, I don't see that as a negative. I see it as a positive, right? Or again, the delusion, you may see it as a positive, but then somebody might say, I perceive it as negative. But then when you get that type of communication, when you get that type of, dialogue with someone, you have a better understanding of how to look at it from both sides. And the bottom of the deck is the root chakra. Okay? What did I talk about? Grounding. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. See, we talk about the passion stuff, that Venus and Leo thing with Mercury sextiling that. Okay? Venus is Mother Gaia. To me. Earth energy. Right? Finding what brings you pleasure, what you're passionate about. That Venus and Leo, it's like, let me get my creative juices flowing. You can look at that a different way, right? There's a sexual connotation to that too. But when you're able to do that more, you find more solid ground. It's like you get to, it's getting out of your head out of the clouds and finding stuff that's more grounded. Because you're doing things that are for you, right? Let's say, case in point, some people think that, sex is a negative thing where it's only used for procreation when it really isn't. What God is telling me, he's like, if I had people having sex and just for procreation, it wouldn't feel as good as it does. That's what I'm being told. It wouldn't be as exciting as it could be, right? It would just be like, okay, let's just do this and procreate and be on our merry way. But there's a sexual union with that. There's a sexual connection. right? Again, perceiving positive and negative. Trying to take a different spin on it, look at it differently, like stuff like that. I don't know, they told me to talk about the whole sex thing, which is kind of funny because before I used to hate that word. Believe it or not, I could not say sex. I couldn't even spell it, okay? I had a very huge complex with that word or anything that related to sex, and it's kind of funny that I'm talking about it now without a problem. But you see how I perceived it as negative most of my life? Nowadays, it's like, it's not a bad word. It's not a negative thing to say. Right? But anyway, some of you may need to do some more grounding with this new moon. So make sure you're doing that, especially if you're like too much up in the head, too much up in the clouds. Gotta come down a little bit. Start tapping into your creativity. Start like really like loving yourself more. That's Venus energy, self-love, self-care, and you know, maybe dressing a little bit different where it shows something about yourself. You know what's funny? I can't believe that. Do I really have to say this? So I was wondering what I was going to wear from my bottom. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here without any shorts on because I took a shower before this. And my guide said, wear your pajama shorts. And they're really short, right? It's very form-fitting. And I laughed and I said, I'm wearing my journey shirt, which is like a day shirt with my pajama pants. And I'm not going to lie, okay? I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, wow, that looks really good, Jess. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Because before I used to be very self-conscious about myself. You know? I never thought I was attractive. I was always like, oh, there's something wrong with me, right? But I'm wearing my pajama shorts with my journey shirt and I was like, that looks pretty hot. That's my confidence level. I would not say something like that. I wouldn't have said something like that 8 years ago, 7 years ago, that's for sure. I would have been very self-conscious about that. But this is what I'm talking about. And I said, oh, this looks pretty good. I'll do the reading with these short shorts on, my pajama shorts and my journey shirt, right? What? It doesn't necessarily have to match. I mean, it kind of sort of matches because my shorts are, they're like an aqua color, like a seafoam green. But anyway, you get what I'm talking about. Okay. That's also part of integration, perceiving what is negative, what is positive. Because you wouldn't see me dead with pajama shorts and a journey shirt or any type of t-shirt, right? I may not go out there wearing this, but for this reading, for doing this, I was like, why not? It's not a negative thing. It's not going to throw me off because I'm wearing a t-shirt that I don't wear for sleep with pajama shorts. You get what I'm saying? Integrating the two, doing something different. It's like, I like these pajama shorts. I like this shirt. Let me just go wear both of them. Okay? And what's funny is that I'm seeing myself in the mirror and I'm getting ready to do this. It's like I was already boosting up my confidence levels with listening to music and doing all these things today. But it also is helping me to ground even more and to kind of get a little bit more out of my comfort zone with me being super matchy, right? Me needing to wear a pair of cargo shorts or something to go with my shirt. This is something what this new moon in Gemini is doing. It's a restart. Start to realize, hey, that looks good together. Hey, that's not actually a bad thing. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel hotter than I was. It boosts my sexiness level. It boosts my confidence, even though it's not something that I normally would wear, right? That's an example. It's amazing how God works all these things because I had no freaking idea I was going to talk about it. But for those, I think I have the root chakra meditation on my channel. If I still have it there, I highly recommend that you do this. If you are already a paid Capella member, I would highly recommend you do the root chakra meditation during the next week or two to help you with grounding with this new moon in Gemini because of that square to Neptune, okay? So that's what's being activated right now. So we're now going to look into, I'm looking at my notes, what we need to reflect on as a collective with this new moon in Gemini, all right? Okay. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. what do we need to reflect on as a collective with this new moon in Gemini? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. All right, what do we need to reflect on, Holy Spirit, Archangels, with this new moon in Gemini? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Wow, if we don't have, we're talking about Neptune energy, water, Pisces, Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I know. Actually, a lot of you guys who are watching this, you have Neptune in Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck is more Cups energy, 3 of Cups. Okay. We got all water here. Well, we need to reflect on the inner, our intuition. You can't make it up, guys. I was already freaking channeling it. Going within. Okay? Because this square with this moon can be very heavy for you. Hello, case in point. It already started for me today. And I had to sit with God, and I had to go within, and I had to let God speak to me through my intuition, not necessarily my head. And then when God was revealing to me stuff through my heart space, that's when my Gemini brilliance came in, and it was like, oh God, I get it. I got clarity. Now I understand this. I see what I've been doing to myself. I see why I was thinking this way. I had a very emotional talk with God. I'm not going to explain it exactly because actually they don't want me to share this just yet. But I got upset about something, and I was started to cry, right? And I'm like, God, this is hard. Can you please enlighten me? Like, I'm going to connect with you right now. Why am I doing this? Because I was stupid high today. No, not that way. My vibration was through the stratosphere. Okay. And then something happened today on my way back from running an errand. And then something else didn't work out for me today. And I was like, oh no. And then that vibration was crash and burn. My faith was waning. My trust in God and the universe was waning. I was like, oh no, now what? And then I was thinking, did I do something wrong? Did I get out of alignment? Did I shoot myself in the foot? I was almost thinking when I was running the errand that I shouldn't have been running the errand. Delusional, like negative thoughts that I did nothing wrong. So I was like, God, oh God, please no. Please, please, please no. Let's just say that. And then I had a talk with God. I didn't pull in any cards. I didn't go call somebody up. I didn't text one of my members, my friends, nobody. I sat at my altar. I put a candle on and I said, okay. I did some breath work and I started to go within to talk with God about this. And he was reminding me things that I had said before. Intuition. Okay, this is going within. This is listening and hearing to your intuition. Having compassion for myself, because God's like, whoa, 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 my child, you wait. Why are you going there? Take it easy. He said, have some compassion for yourself. Like, relax. What have I told you before? What are you seeing through your mind's eye? This is a very gifted psychic, a very gifted intuitive and empath. I start to feel things, but sometimes if something goes wrong all of a sudden, Then I start to pull away from my higher self. I start to mistrust my own self, my own intuition, and start mistrusting in what God's been telling me all along in the universe. Okay? So I had to get back to talk with God and to just go within, to just not use anything else but myself and God to help me to get back to center after what happened today. And then after that talk, God was like, then my brain kicked in. I got clarity. Oh, that's why okay, I get it. And in the process, I was allowed to pull some oracle to clarify with tarot. I asked them, can I do this too? They said yes. So they were confirming things. Just so that they're reminding me, Jess, you are very gifted psychic here. Your gifts are very strong. It's like queen level type of gifts, okay? And they said, we're just reminding you. Your intuition's on point. It's accurate. Your Gemini mind is getting the best of you, especially with that moon square in Neptune. Okay? And then I felt a lot better after that. And now it was always reminding me when I get to that point, because we're human, guys, we have these aspects in our charts, right? That we may perceive as negative, but it's something about us that we just need to change up a bit. Where I go to the overthinking, the overanalyzing, the doubting, like, oh my God, trying to put so much logic into it. But nowadays, I know better now, and I go within and I talk to God. And then I started to see things differently, because there was some tarot that came out, and I started to read the cards in a way I've never read them before. I said, God, I've never seen that card that way. I've never seen that card that way. I've never gotten that type of message that way. And it made me feel even better. God's like, see, you're leveling up even with that. You're more level-headed, you're more grounded, because you went to talk to me first. And I gave you the clarity that you asked. I helped you to kind of like relax a little bit. To get you to see things, to get you to trust in what you're feeling, what you're seeing through your mind's eye. And because I did that, I actually shifted something for myself. So this, for you guys, you need to reflect on. I'm using my story as an example here. And this happened today. Practically everything that happens before I do a live reading, it's necessary for me to go through it so I can be utilized as an example. So reflecting, look more to God. Go within more. Start really going within, listening to your intuition and trusting that. Because you guys are very gifted. You have that ability. Every person on this planet has psychic abilities. Every person. Be careful with letting your emotions get the best of you. Because if you got strong water in your chart, your emotions are going to overtake your brain. And that's where you can fall into. You're too far in the clouds. You're too delusional. You're not coming down to touch the ground with that root chakra right there. Okay? You got to find a balance. But make sure you do some self-care, nurturing yourself. Be more understanding of yourself. Why you think that way, more compassionate towards yourself. And this is also being more understanding of other people and compassionate towards others. Especially if you get communication that's like, wait, what? And you're assuming things? Do not assume. Be careful with assuming, because the communication you're wanting or seeking, it may not come to you very clear. Or you may be saying something to someone and it could be nebulous. They think it's nebulous. They think it's unclear when it's clear to you. Either way, do not assume. Again, with that Queen of Cups energy, have compassion, have some understanding. If you don't understand something about somebody that's communicated to you, whether it's verbally, in an email, in a text, whatever, some from paraphernalia, I don't know, a document, why don't you go tap into your higher self first? Go talk to God. Go listen to your intuition. Go within to try to get the clarity first, to try to get the answer first. And you may not get the answer right away when you're talking to God, when you're really going within to start listening what's in here, your inner knowledge, your inner wisdom. If you don't get the answer right away like I did today, that's fine. Over time, you will get it. Because there were certain things that I asked God about the other day, didn't get an answer, didn't get clarity, and then I got smacked with it today while I was getting ready for the day. Sometimes that clarity, the answers are not going to be revealed to us that quickly. That's that Mercury energy with Gemini. Mercury is has the shortest orbit. It's very speedy, Speedy Gonzalez, right? So with that, with the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, with friends, finding a community who have strong spiritual gifts, who are very intuitive, who are very nurturing and motherly and very understanding of your situation. Because some of you may be dealing with friends, you think they're your friends, but they're not. Because if they're bringing you down, if they're causing a lot of drama, there's a lot of melancholic energy here. It's causing you to lower your vibrational energy. It's causing you to be in the clouds. It's causing you to be overcome by your emotions where you can't think straight. You got to think twice about who those people are that are affecting you, okay? For some of you, you're reflecting on the friends, the people who are surrounding you. This is also some of you going straight to friends or other people before you go to God. I need to get the answer from Jess. I need to get the answer from my friend. I need to get the answer from social media. I need to get the answer from this community group. I don't know, Facebook I'm hearing. I need help with this. I'm not saying that you can't go to those people, right? Like my Capella circle. I always encourage those who are part of it. If you're going through something and you feel you can get that help from that community, from that circle, from those people to get you through things. However, if you're solely relying on jumping out to other people every single time to try to better trust yourself, your intuition, you're being asked to stop doing that. We're finding a balance between the two, right? I didn't say it's all negative, but there's something about moderation here, right? Sometimes when I need to have some sort of help, I'll go to my community. I'll go to somebody who's trustworthy. But what happened today, I said, no, I'm not going to go to anything else but God first. And then if I need to go to somebody else, I'll do it. But I got what I needed from God, and I was good to go. Okay? So there's something here about kind of reflecting on the community that you're surrounding yourself with. Are they lifting you up? Are they compassionate with you? Are they understanding? Okay? Do they try to get you to think exactly their way only, or something like? Do they bring you down? Are they uprooting you with that root chakra instead of helping you to ground? Instead of helping you to be more positive, to be more optimistic, are they causing you to be more negative, be more Debbie Downer? You could be doing that to yourself, okay? But like I said, there's something about trusting your intuition. Go to your intuition, ask yourself, do I need to ask my friends for help all the time? Do I, am I surrounding myself with the right type of people? Gemini is a social energy. This is socializing. All right? Socializing with people that make you feel good, not with people that make you feel like crap. There's a strong energy with Pisces where Pisces tends to think, those who have strong Pisces in their chart, Pisces or Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, they tend to think that their friends are their enemies and their enemies are their friends. So for some of you, this is a time for you to start reevaluating who your friends really are. Are they celebrating life with you? Are they celebrating your successes? Or you make a mistake or you say something stupid or say something negative, they throw darts at you, they throw daggers at you, they bring you down even more. Are they able to look at both sides of the fence? Those are the people you should be surrounding yourself with. And even if people may come across to you as being negative, because maybe it's triggering you, maybe it's like, no, I don't have a problem, no, I'm okay, no, I'm not delusional, when deep down inside you know that you need a little bit of help, you need a little bit more guidance, but you're looking at that guidance as negative. You really, really, really got to talk to God about that, or go really check in with your intuition, because you may be deceiving yourself. And maybe other friends are influencing you. Because Three of Cups is third-party stuff too. It could be third-party influence. And some of you, it's a negative influence. Others of you, it's a positive influence. But the big thing here is those people who are trying to get you to a better place. Those people, yeah, there are things that go on with them that may not be perceived as negative, but they find the spin to it. They find the light in it. When you're surrounded by someone or people who are able to see that, they see the light in the dark with everything, they see the positive in everything, those are the people you should be surrounding yourself with, especially with what's going on right now. Okay? So with this new moon in Gemini, that's what I'm getting is what some of you guys need to do some reflecting on. I'm also getting an energy of, whoa. I'm also getting an energy with this Three of Cups as the overall and the Queen of Cups. There's something about this new moon in Gemini. There's something regarding integrating the positive and negative, finding a way to communicate something, grounding themselves so they can better communicate, because there's an energy of someone wanting to talk to someone about asking them out on a date, meeting up with them, inviting them to a social event, a wedding, a birthday party, a graduation party, a vacation, I don't know, a family reunion, whatever, something with a sibling or a sister. There's something about reflecting on wanting to move a connection to the next level. That's what this is too. This is also reflecting on their emotions, their intuition. Their intuition's telling them, I need to speak up. I need to communicate what I'm feeling. I can't be fearing that anymore. There's something about, I want to move the relationship to the next level, or I want to make amends. I want to express how I feel, and I want to do that by going to an event, going on a trip, going onto this social invitation, meeting up for a drink, meeting up for coffee, going out for dinner, spending a couple of a weekend or trip or something, like a short getaway or something along those lines. I'm getting that energy too. Okay. Someone perceiving that being in tune with their feminine energy, expressing how they're feeling, being vulnerable is not a negative thing. This is also sensitivity here. She's an empath. She can be a very sensitive person because she feels for people. She understands people. She doesn't judge. She doesn't berate. She doesn't belittle. She understands that people are going through difficulties and challenges that other people don't know about, but she's able to see that. So she's able to have compassion for those people. But there's also a sensitivity that comes with this. There's also like a little bit of sadness, but where it brings the person to tears when they feel that compassion for someone. They feel that someone's really struggling and they want to help them, but they know that they can't. So there's somebody here who's like perceiving this sensitivity, this deep emotions, like I feel so much, but I can't feel so much. I don't want to feel. That's wrong. It's negative. It is not. Sensitivity is not a weakness. Vulnerability is not a weakness. Those two things are actually strengths. Society is what has deemed both of those things as negative, as something that is low, something that should not be done, especially if you're a male. Okay? So like what Jason is saying, allows us to process and let go rather than bottle up. Vulnerability is truth. Vulnerability is you being your authentic self. Okay? I was being vulnerable with God. I said, God, I know this is not like, I haven't been thinking about this for a while. It seems very negative, but I'm being vulnerable here, God. I'm being honest with you. This is coming up as another, it's causing me to feel like I'm going to struggle again. When I told myself I'm not in that. But things happened today, and I'm pretty sure God may have been placing that into my day today to see what I would do in that situation. Is Jess going to panic? Is she going to doubt me? Is she going to go worst case scenario? Oh my God, Gemini brain coming in. It's going to blow up. It's going to turn to shit. But I went to God first. I was vulnerable, even with God. And I felt a little bad because I was crying about it because I'm like, God, man, I just, please help me with this. And he did. So sometimes, guys, with vulnerability and sensitivity, if you're able to do that, watch what happens in your life. And sometimes if you're expressing that to someone, they will be able to help you. They won't tell you, oh my God, you're a pussy. I can't believe you're crying about it. I can't believe that like you did that. Okay, what the fuck is your problem? If you're dealing with people like that, you need to tell them to go. Like, cut that cord. Okay? Especially if you're a male watching this and you tend to cry at movies or something, or you like classical music, or you like Disney songs or music or something like that, or you like things that women like, and men and women, especially men, are making fun of you for it, you need to cut those friends off or those people off, even family members. I have to say it. You're not in the wrong by feeling, okay? This is what's causing so many of us to be overly masculine, like insanely distorted masculine, because we're not tapping into the feminine energy. And that includes expressing ourselves, no matter if it, like, we fuck up, fine. Like, hey, you know what? I fucked up, man. You know, if you guys have watched me for a while, I'm very vulnerable with a lot of things. I've cried. I've had some hard cries, some ugly cries on this channel. But that is supposed to empower people. You see how that works? I can be a badass bitch and be all confident and like high vibrational, inspire people, but I'm also here to inspire people with my sensitivity and my vulnerability, because it helps others to realize that they can do the same. It's a superpower, it's not a weakness. And you will not realize until you get to that place that you're going to receive the help that you need, or you're going to receive some insight, some enlightenment, when you allow yourself to be Queen of Cups and you just let it all out. So there's an energy here going back to this person, or these energies about somebody wanting to They're reflecting on, I'm about to reveal how I feel. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to be honest and open-hearted. And I'm going to do this by first having lunch with this person, having coffee with this person. I'm not a coffee person, so having tea, because they're drinking tea right here. It's a tea party, people. Drinking tea. Doing something, socializing, going to an event, having some fun, but allowing the energy for you to be vulnerable to be a little bit less daunting. Okay? Like maybe this person's going to want to talk to you about something in a social setting where there are people around, because maybe they'll feel better. That Gemini energy, right? A lot of people around. Like, okay, I like being around people who are having drinks too, who are eating to whatever, doing something fun. It's going to help this person to be able to express themselves more. Because there is a little bit of trying to move up a level with regards to intimacy, emotional intimacy, with having like a one-on-one with someone. Okay? Because that means it's just you and them. You can't go look at some other couple or look at another table to try to distract yourself. You can't say, I gotta go to the bathroom, when it gets a little bit, oh shit, I'm about to say this, or you say something and they're gonna respond. There's no, I gotta go up and go to the bathroom, or I gotta go get something, I have to go make a phone call, right? There's none of that. But this person's kind of opening up and saying, I need to just go ahead and say, hey, excuse me, I want to offer something here. I want to take you out. I want to go have lunch. I want to talk about things. I want to be vulnerable with you here. And there is this thing where someone's a little bit hesitant about doing this because they're a very sensitive soul. And they know with these deep feelings that they have, it's so profound that when they speak this into existence or they tell you this, there's going to be a lot of emotion, but more of these tears of joy because of how profound the feelings are, the love is, the emotions are. And this person, or you, may have a fear of like crying in public. And here's the other thing. When people see other people, they're getting upset or they're crying in public, they think something is wrong. Oh, did somebody hurt you? Someone like screw you over? Like, did somebody die or whatever, or something like that? And I know that there's been deaths recently. I know there's been a death in my family. I'm not being insensitive. But here's the thing. Even with those types of things, like, don't assume. And if it's something that's not great, that's a grief, it's sadness, okay, let that person cry it out. Don't keep that person from crying. It's like people who are overly strong. No, we have to be really, really strong because we don't want that person to cry and everybody's got to hold it together. No. Especially if you're dealing with a very sensitive soul. I'm hearing like Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. You have to let that person release it. I understand being strong during difficult times. It's helpful, but believe it or not, for some people, especially strong water signs, it's not helpful for them because they're suppressing the information. They're suppressing their emotions when they need to let it go. And I know it's hard. I know for me sometimes, I don't like for like people to see me upset and stuff. It's a thing, guys. We all go through that. But it's a human emotion. There's not one person here on this planet who is a robot. So you cannot keep that side of yourself from surfacing, from showing other people. This is not the time to be a hard ass. This is not the time to be like, oh, I never cry, like I never get sad, like, you know, whatever. That's for pussies, it's for wusses, whatever, it's for girls. Absolutely not. You're actually being fake when you do that. You're not being your true authentic self when you're telling yourself that. That is the Neptunian delusion yeah, I'm a strong person. I don't cry. I don't like, yeah, I'm like, whatever. No, you're not. I'm going to tell it to you straight for whoever this is right now. You have sensitivities. You have vulnerabilities. Let that out. The more you deceive yourself into thinking that and you don't let yourself cry, you don't let yourself just fall away, it will get worse for you with your masculine energies. You will be more of a hard ass and your heart will harden. You will be more angry. You will feel more resentful. You will be less forgiving. All of that stuff. And when you do that, guess what comes at you? The same shit. More anger, more resentment, more negative things, more bad things coming to you when you are trying to be all tough and all hard ass and whatever. It doesn't help you and it doesn't help the collective. And if other people give you shit for crying, for being vulnerable, they have issues. They need some work to do internally. Yeah, that's why there's a huge distortion. Oh, Gabby, I just saw your comment. Can you talk a little bit about why we can be sensitive with some but intolerant with others? Okay. So with that, if you're saying that there's a hard time, there's a difficulty with being sensitive, like you can't be sensitive with others, is that because of what I was just saying? Where they're coming at you because of your sensitivities? Or you feel like you're going to be judged by them? That could be why you're asking that question. Because if you're able to be sensitive with some people and not with others, the ones that you can't be sensitive with, there may be some sort of karmic thing there that needs to be cleared out. It could also be where you may feel like you're judged, or they already judge you when you're vulnerable and you're sensitive, or when you cry, or when you're being very open about something. That could be it. So if that's the case, like I said about people who continuously berate you and belittle you for being sensitive, you need to cut that cord. I'm not saying to cut the cord indefinitely. You may have to just go to God about that, because those people will keep you from tapping into your feminine energies. Like I said, you don't want to have those people around. That's suppressing your feminine energy, and that causes you to be distorted. It causes you to be out of balance. Okay? Out of divine equilibrium. So this could also be the flip side of this. You are being sensitive with others. You're being vulnerable with those intolerant people, those who are not compassionate enough, those who aren't understanding. But let's say you do it anyway, and if they still judge you, they still tell you, you gotta like be better, you gotta man up, you gotta do this, then you will be able to have the assertiveness, the confidence, the strength to not take that type of behavior, to not take that type of treatment from them. And you can be like, well, you can say that to me, but that's not what I believe. I'm trying to be open and honest with you. If you want to judge me, if you want to like ridicule me for it, if you want to be a dick about it, okay. But I'm trying to be honest here. I'm trying to be my human self. I'm sorry, you're a robot. And you walk away. Okay? Because I've been through that. I've had moments where it was hard for me to be vulnerable with people, and then I would get called back and be like, oh, you gotta be this, you gotta do better, you gotta blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, what? And then my ego would get hit. And then I go back to God. God's like, no, I made you a sensitive person for a reason. I'm showing you to be sensitive with others as an example that there's nothing wrong with this. It's what makes you human. It's what makes you beautiful. It's what makes you who you are. That means you are in tune with me. When you're allowing that side to show to others, you are aligned with God. Because you are being utterly and openly human when you do it. And if other people are gonna like throw shit at you, fine. You gotta grow the backbone to deal with it. I had to learn that for more than half my life. I was a very, very sensitive person. Anyone who said something that I thought was negative, it would hit my ego like a Mack truck. And I'd get upset about it very easily. I wouldn't get angry, I'd cry real fast. And think that there was something wrong with me. Like, why can't people get it? Why do I have to like get all sensitive because of this? Because that's how God made me. But what I had to learn was to not be afraid of doing that or being like that in front of people. And if people would try to step on me or say shit, I got that shield. Nope. It's like the sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. That's what I had to learn. There was one time I was being super sensitive. I think it was in a Divine Masculine reading. And somebody put in the comments, oh, you're too sensitive. Something about you need some help. You should do this, you should do that. And I was like, what? I'm being Jess. Thank you very much. There is such a thing as being hypersensitive, okay? Again, moderation. It's like the temperance card. This is where we've gotten to where some of us are hypersensitive. Every little thing affects us. Some of us need to work on that too. Why is it throwing you off that much? Why is it eating you up that much? We become a society where we're hypersensitive. Oh, you can't say that, you can't say that, you can't say that, you can't do this, whatever. Why? We do have the freedom of speech, especially in the States. But we should also be watching what we say. We should be honest and forthcoming, but we should also be compassionate and understanding when we're saying the truth. And I know for me, it's hard for people to hear what I say, because I speak truth and nothing but. And sometimes it's hard for you guys to hear. But I'm not doing my job. Trust me, I never used to be like this for more than half my life. This is where God wanted me to get to so that I could be an example, so I can teach the way that they want me to teach. But just because I'm saying something very honest, something very truthful, and I'm triggering you, I'm getting to your heart space, it does not mean I'm going to throw you into the fire. It's not me. I'm going to be like taking a mallet and a stake and like bang it into your heart space. That's not what I do. It's more about you transmuting that dark or that negativity about yourself or whatever it is that just get triggering you, and seeing the light in it and you transmuting that into light. Because I'm getting that superpower out of you. And those things that you think aren't superpowers is what I'm trying to bring out. I'm trying to extract that from your soul. That's what I'm here to do. Like me, right? I've got this autistic nature. I'm a starseed. I'm all types of things. I had this slight hypersensitivity, but now I'm able to balance that out. I'm not a hard ass, but I'm not a hypersensitive person. And me being that starseed, that individual who has that sensitivity there, those abilities, who has that inner knowledge, that higher knowledge, that inner knowing, I've been able to find the middle ground. And when things start to go out of whack, I know what to do to ground myself, and that's going to be different for all of you. Thank you, Two Cusp. If somebody triggers you, they're reflecting something in you that you need to see. Thank you very much. We're all mirrors of each other. It's exactly what I do. So if I'm triggering someone, I'm doing my damn job. And I don't see it as a negative thing. Especially if someone makes a comment, oh, this, and that, you're wrong, you're this, you're blah, 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 blah. Like, that's your perception, okay? But that's not how I see it. I triggered you. And now I'm not getting affected by it because now I'm realizing I'm pulling that thing out from that person that they need to see, that they need to come to terms with and to be at peace with. So again, going back to this Three of Cups, Queen of Cups energy, there is something about someone reflecting on what they're going to say, what they're going to express to you. Someone's thinking about what they're going to say to you when they go out on this date with you, when they meet up with you, okay? Because that moon in Gemini calls for that socialization, that fun time, all right? So we're now going to look into, what's the other thing? Oh, do you want me to keep the Queen? Okay, we're going to keep the Queen of Cups. Look, Four of Pentacles is at the top of the deck before I continue here. What do you need to let go of? Let go of being a hard ass? Let go of the hypersensitivity? Which one is it? Again, we're trying to fill in the middle ground, guys. I'm not perfect here. I've been finding my equilibrium through my whole journey, right? What do you need to release? What are you holding on too tightly to? There's also something with this person who wants to move the connection to the next level, and they're going to start by doing this by taking you out, by meeting up with you, by talking to you about some things and having a little fun with you to kind of get the ball rolling, because somebody here can't let you go. They can't let go of this feeling. I can't fight this feeling anymore. Rio Speedwagon. There's so many freaking songs about I can't let this feeling go. There's so many songs, and I'm just getting blocked because there's so many coming at me. I can't let go of this person. I can't let go of these feelings no matter how hard I try. It's not going away. So I might as well say something. I might as well tell them. Because there's a stubborn energy here. Because that stubborn energy is also pertaining to some of you of being the hard ass. And listen, when I say that, I'm not being belittling when I do this. If you're trying to have some intellect with this, it may be triggering you because that's something that you need to see about yourself. You need to be more open and be more honest with your feelings here. Watch how your life changes, your health changes, the world around you changes, your relationships change when you tap into that energy. When you allow yourself to express that no matter what. Okay? So there's this Four of Pentacles is a hard ass energy. It is selfishness. Okay? There could be something about material things, possessions. I want to hold on to this. Nope, I don't want to let go of my feelings. I don't want to tell people the truth. I don't want to tell them what's going on. I don't want to be honest here. I don't want to express my emotions. I don't want to be sensitive. I don't want to be vulnerable. But if you are finding yourself in a whirlwind of shit, if you keep having all these really not so great things happen in your life, if you're angry all the time, you're bitter all the time, you don't forgive, you can't forgive because the shadow side of the Queen of Cups is lack of forgiveness, you're going to attract that right back to you. Hi, Cody. Why there's so many lessons? It's to help us grow. It's to help us evolve. Remember, we're dealing with karma. It deals within your birth chart. Some people have easier birth charts than others. But look, there's beauty in the lessons. Okay? I know I had a lot to learn. They weren't easy. But here's the thing. When you are able to learn those and you see the value in that, this is what Four of Pentacles is. Seeing the value in those lessons, seeing the value in your sensitivities, in your vulnerabilities, with you allowing yourself to express yourself, trusting your intuition, you end up finding yourself in a world of peace. So many people on this planet do not have that. In a place of bliss, you're living in your own paradise, where some people are resistant to change, resistant to learning their lessons, one after the other after the other. Trust me, like today, I'm like, oh my God, why am I going through this again? And then I talk to God, it's like, Jess, look at it this way. Okay. Hi, Cody. I'm great, Cody. How are you? Gnostics think we're somewhere between heaven and hell. Yeah, we're learning things every day. So yeah, so it could be that, here's the thing. People who get lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson, especially if it's the same lesson repetitively, the universe is doing that so that they finally get the lesson. They finally stop making the same mistakes. They finally see the light in it. They see the value in the lesson. They see the purpose in the pain. That lesson either will completely go away or it won't be repetitive until later on in your journey, just as a test. Unless you learn it. So if you're continuously getting hit with lesson, test after test, like over and over and over, that's something you probably need to look into. Okay? Especially if you find yourself in a lot of drama. People around you are Debbie Downer, they're melancholic, they're like super emotional or super sensitive. There may be something that you need to look in within. Like there could be a lesson with that in itself. Maybe it's a lesson about listening and trusting your intuition more, or being vulnerable and being sensitive more. But let me tell you, it will come to a point where you won't be bombarded with so many tests and lessons. They're still going to come around. We're still in Earth School. That doesn't go away. We're always learning, growing, evolving until our contracts are done here. Till God pulls us off. Cody. It's been a tough month for you, Cody. Yeah, I know Jason's been heavily tested. Well, Cody, if it's been a tough month for you, we're only halfway through. See the light in it. See the positivity in it. Maybe you're going through something very emotional, or you're about to do something and you're kind of working up towards that. It's like you're coming to a head with something. You're about to do something big. So let's see what is resetting for the collective with this new moon, because new moons are about new beginnings. We got to reset. We got to start. Oh, geez. Three of Pentacles. Okay. We got Three of Pentacles here. We got Earth energy, and we have the Death card, Scorpio energy, right here. Okay. So you see how there's an oil spill, and they're cleaning up the animals. So Mercury in Gemini is cleaning up what Mars in Gemini did from October to March. Mars in Gemini retrograde was a lot of people were going through difficulties. I know I did. And remember, my son's in Gemini. So my October was the tough October until probably November-ish. December was very hard for me. It was massively life-changing, like the Death card. Huge transformation. Sudden endings and sudden beginnings. Like, what just happened to my life? Oh my God. Okay. Massive transformation I was undergoing. And some of you were going through the same thing. So what's resetting here is with that Mars and Gemini retrograde stuff, it's like that the Tasmanian daredevil, that Tasmanian devil went through some place and caused all this destruction, whatever. Mars is aggressive, and when it gets the shadow side of Mars, it's destructive. Okay. Too impulsive. Like, I am lion, hear me roar, but it's the lion just like tearing everybody apart as opposed to just going after like one of the kills that they need or something like that. So there's something here about Gemini cleaning up. New moon in Gemini cleaning up that stuff. Clean up on aisle 9, 10, 11, 12, 100. Okay? What's resetting is things are coming more into balance with this Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is also the student teacher card. Realizing that we're always the student and the teacher, and there are points in our lives where we have to be more of the student than the teacher. Okay? To help us go through our awakening, to help us to go through that self-transformation. Alright? So this new moon in Gemini could be you with a restart, with you and a teacher, you and a person. It's a new beginning with realizing what is of value, but also realizing that you're being called to do what you love. That is the Three of Pentacles energy. Okay? It's about aligning your mind, body, and soul to get yourself into equilibrium so that while you are going through these heavy hitters, these massive transformations, these sudden endings that are causing these new beginnings, when one door closes, several more open. You are receptive to the opening doors, and you're leaving that door that's closed shut. The nails in the coffin, do not touch it, do not pass go, do not collect $200, don't even try to get a crowbar to reopen that coffin. It's done, it's dead. Death card, you leave it behind and you move forward. Okay? Gemini, new moon Gemini is getting you to rethink these things. What doors have I closed, and what do I need to realize about that door being closed that I need to leave it shut? It's like the past. Alright? The Death card is leaving the past behind for good. It's done. It's over. I learned lessons from it. This is not about forgetting the past. The past was trash. The past was fucked up. The past this, whatever. Absolutely not. If you're looking at it like that, that is a very low vibrational viewpoint of looking at the past like that. Retrace your steps. Look back into the past and think about what you've learned. Think about where you are at now. And how you, now with the knowledge you've gained, the transformation that you have attained, now you're going to look at, what can I create? Three of Pentacles. How can I align my mind, body, and soul more? What can I do in the physical that I love to do that will help me get into equilibrium? What from my past have I learned that I closed the door to can I now grow from? It's going to help you with your life's purpose. It's going to help you prepare for the other transformative moments in your life, the other upheavals, the other massive doors slamming in your face. Because if you don't realize that about yourself, you're going to be caught in an infinite loop. And that's where the lessons will keep repeating. You go back and try to open up the coffin. No, I'm not done with that yet. Let me go get the crowbar, take all the nails out. Let me go lift it up. No. Done. You move on. There's always something to grow from those moments, those doors that have been closed and we leave shut. But this is not completely forgetting about the past either. And when it resurfaces, you start to look at it and say, now I see why I had to go through that to get me to here. Your past is part of your self-transformation. The lessons that come with that are part of your self-transformation. And when you're able to leave the past behind and you learn, understand the value of it, you grow from it, you evolve from it, it's part of Earth School. That's when you move on to the next level. That's when those doors start to open up for you. And anything else that comes your way that is difficult, you will be able to handle better. You will be able to stand your ground. You will be able to see the light in the dark. More often than not. That death card is Scorpio energy. It's Pluto. Pluto is about power. Pluto is also about destruction. Pluto comes in and has no mercy. If you're out of alignment, if you haven't learned a lesson, Pluto will come in. Oh, really? Blam. I am changing this because this no longer serves you. So I'm now coming in to put an end to it. And I'm getting you to understand the power that you have within yourself to deal with what I am closing, to deal with what I am ending. Because it's going to make you more powerful. It's going to be making you more receptive to change. Open to change. Cycles always have to end, but you will get yourself in an infinite loop if you don't learn from the past and you don't learn from those lessons. There's also something about working with others with this Three of Pentacles card, with resetting. Again, working in a community, working with other people, teamwork, collaboration. Some of you, if you've been doing things on your own, other people are recognizing you for your efforts and they're coming in to kind of work with you on something, to be like a teammate. Could even be a business partnership here is what I'm hearing. It's also death to the ego. Some of you, this has to come from the being the hard ass. I don't want to work with anybody. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to tell people the truth. I want to do this on my own. I don't need any help. Blah, blah, blah. But now this energy, Pluto's coming in being like, no. You need to learn to work with people. You need to learn to work as a team. Learn to be the student now as opposed to being the teacher. Something like that. Or you being the teacher all the time and then now you're being more of the student. Or having a balance of both. There's also, for those of you who have businesses or you've been working on projects or something tangible, you're going to get rewards. You're going to be recognized for your efforts. There's like a promotion here. And it could be a promotion, a 9-to-5 job, but for others who have your own businesses, it's like God is giving you the promotion. There's something of you leveling up here, moving to the next level because you put in the hard work, especially if you've been a mentor, you've been a teacher. There's something about you doing this all on your own. That door's closing because there's going to be more supportive people to help you out with something. The business, your finances, a project that you're working on. Could even be people coming in to support you with your work, your inner work, or what it is you're trying to achieve. It's like setting those goals, and you're having other people work with you as a team to be like cheerleaders to help you with those goals. But remember, you can't get so complacent and codependent. I mean, you can't become so codependent on those people to cheer you on, because God's going to totally isolate you to get you to learn how to overcome challenges and things and obstacles on your own. Okay? But yeah, what's resetting here with this death card? There are some big endings and some big beginnings here. The phoenix rising from the ashes. Like a phoenix from the ashes. Rising up the sky. Are you ready? Because our love is on the rise. That's for somebody. Alrighty, so this could also be someone's putting an end to being single. Someone's putting an end to just like going at it solo. They want to build something masterful with you, a family, a business, a project, something, a life with you. Teamwork. This is a mission-driven card for me when it comes to counterparts. So there's something here. It's a huge ending where the counterparts are no longer doing their individual missions. They're now going to come together to do their joint mission. Five of Wands is at the top of the deck. No chaos, no drama. That mess that Mars left, like the crazy shit, the storms, the obstacles, the challenges, I said inner conflict before. Stop beating yourself up for some of you. I'm getting a strong energy. Some of you have been beating yourselves up for wanting to do things alone, like wanting to do things solo, because you've been trying to do things solo all your life. Or thinking that, like, I got this, like, right, I'm strong enough, like, I'm a hard ass, like, I don't need anybody, right? We all need somebody. But again, there's a balance in that, finding moderation where we work independently on some things and other things we work with other people on, right? And we're not meant to be grappling on to people, being codependent. Oh my God, you gotta help me with this. I can't deal with this on my own. No, that is not healthy either. But when the other extreme, when you're like, no, I'm gonna do this on my own. I don't need anybody. Absolutely not. Thank you for the confirmation. God did not intend for us to go at all of these things alone in life. There are times where we have to do it to build character, to build our strength and resilience, to get closer to God. When we know we can handle things on our own, and we know when we call out for help. Okay? Again, student-teacher type of thing. So Gabby's asking, if we haven't shut it, we're still okay, right? So, just, Gabby, for your question, if God is closing the door for you, you leave it closed. We do have the opportunity to close doors, but because it's a major arcana, I'm getting that God is closing the door to something, and you gotta leave it closed if God closes the door. If you had nothing to do with it and God shuts that door, do not open it again. If God says it's a hard stop, it's a hard stop. Now, the only person who might be able to reopen that door, if that door needs to be open again for something else to resurrect, to come up from the ashes, allow God to do it. That's what I just got. I've never heard of that before, but that's what I just heard. God can do anything. You may think a door is closed, but if God opens up the window, pulls open the shutters or some shit, like here's the door, here's the window open, you take that as a huge sign from God that there is a reason that that door might be reopening, but it's probably because it's a different door. It's probably the same door that was closed. It was painted red and now God painted it green and he did some magic to it. Oh, wait. This is ready now for you for this to be reopened. Okay? Something like that. It cost me forgetting to shut all the doors. Angela, you and the hamster wheel of dumpster fire. That's the funniest thing. You said that before. When the student is ready, the teacher arrives. Absolutely. So if that teacher arrives in your life, that is your opportunity because God sent you that teacher because you are now ready to learn. Consider it a blessing. So, yeah, so what Kay said could be about timing, right? Because look, God closed doors on me several times. I'm like, wait, what? 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 Then God's like, oh, wait. God had to shut the door on me because I wasn't learning lessons, because I wasn't listening to my intuition, I wasn't listening to God. Oh, no, stop. Stop, and stop. I'm closing this. Do not open, do not pass go, do not collect $200. But like what Cusp said, the student is now ready for the teacher. Now God's like, I need you to go through your transformation. This is why I had all these doors shut. Bam, 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 bam. I had a whole huge running of doors being slammed in my face in short periods of time. It was one after the other. I was like, what the fuck is happening? God's like, I need you to do your work. I need you to start doing your mission work. I need you to be the teacher. Now, you studied enough. You've been the student from me. Now I need you to teach. And even then, more doors were closing. Okay? But if God wants to come in, reopen a door, I have to be obedient to that. Because it's more like a detour. Here's the thing, guys. Some of those doors that were shut are detours. No, block, stop, wait, don't move forward just yet. Like Kay said, it's a timing thing. I need you to wait it out here in this detour before you can pass through the door again. But you're going to have to use discernment. But the thing here is what I'm being told is you got to go to God to have God tell you, is this door closed forever or is this a detour? That I'm hearing there's something about the illusion with the moon and Gemini squaring Neptune. Some of you may think doors have been shut for good, but they haven't been. It was to get you to realize something, to get you to start learning, to get you to start growing, to start learning your lessons. It was to get you to stop repeating the same mistakes. It was also to prepare you for something bigger, that death card energy. Some huge change in your life, profound change is about to happen, and God wanted you to prepare for it. So he put on all the hard stops. He closed all the doors in your face for a reason. I need you to stay here before I reopen this door or reopen that door. So for some of you, those doors that have been closed, they may not be like the ones that you can't open again. The best thing to do is to talk to God about it. If you have a hard time, I can help you with determining whether that's a closed door. No, it's been barricaded shut, you can't open it. Or it's a door that God just shut temporarily. It's like when they close a ride, right? Or they close a store. You see on Google Maps, permanently closed or temporarily closed. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This is what you're dealing with, some of you. Some of you got a temporarily closed door as opposed to a permanently closed door. But you're going to have to really talk to God to determine what type of door that is. So think of it that way. Thank you for enlightening me with that, God. I just got something massive from what I just channeled. And it has to do with what I was upset about when I talked to God today. So I'm eternally grateful for that wisdom that was passed on to me to tell to you, to share with you. All right, we're now going to look into what needs healing. And then I will move to the personals, I believe. Oh God, these cards are very long. I have tiny hands. I'm a very petite person. But good things come in small packages, right? I may be small, but I'm loud as hell. Woo, that's my Leo. I get very passionate and I speak louder. All right, guys, let's see what needs healing with this new moon in Gemini. I can't grab these things. Why, guys, you're gonna laugh. I just heard big dick energy. Okay. The Emperor is now coming into my mind's eye. I don't know where this is coming from. Oh, okay. There are some masculines watching this. It has to do with what I channeled about there are temporary closed doors and permanently closed doors. And what I'm hearing is that the masculine collective just got a hit that they think that the door is closed with the relationship between their feminine and them when it really isn't. It had to close temporarily for refurbishment. Oh, son of a bitch. Thank you for that. The door had to temporarily close for refurbishment. There we go. So that's why I'm seeing the Emperor, the masculine. Those masculines who are watching this are realizing, oh shit, God just gave you a hit, didn't he? That the door that you thought was permanently closed with the feminine is actually temporarily closed for refurbishment. Both of you had to go through the refurbishment. Both of you had to go through the death of the ego, through the awakening phase, through the transformation, in order for God to reopen the door for both of you to pass through. Which is why with that Queen of Cups and the date card, this is a masculine energy thinking, is that door still open? There's no lock on the door, masculines, if you're listening to this. There are no nails in that coffin. There are no nails in that door. It's not barricaded shut. All you got to do is turn the knob. All you got to do is turn the knob. What needs healing with this new moon in Gemini for the collective? Holy Spirit. Thank you. Woohoo! Peppermint energizes and invigorates. Now, with this, you can have peppermint essential oil, put it in a diffuser, chew peppermint gum, have a peppermint lotion or something like that. Put peppermint in something, in your watermelon feta salad or something like that. Or eat it. You know what I was doing? I bought a mint plant and I don't know how to take care of a mint plant. I'm going to have to go do some research because I killed it. I think I killed it. I was told to eat straight peppermint leaves from my plant and it was doing some crazy shit in my life. Not druggy, loopy, Lucy in the sky with diamond shit. This is about, whoa. It was giving me some crazy clarity. So, what needs healing Peppermint's going to help you to feel more energized and invigorated, right? New moons, Gemini, it's socialization, it's having fun. Gemini is like speedy, it's like, whoa, I want to do all these things, right? Let me try this out, let me try that out, whatever, whatever. That is the energy of Gemini. Gemini is energetic. It's the third sign in the zodiac, so it's young. It still has the energy. It still has the fervor. It still has the curiosity. Let me just go on an adventure. Let me just go try this out. I'm curious. Let me just go do it. Okay? So what needs healing here, peppermint's really going to help you. If you don't have a diffuser yet, go get one. Go find it at Marshall's, because I found my diffusers at Marshall's. They're pretty awesome ones. I'm borrowing my son's because my son has the longer rotating. He has the 7-hour one. The one I got is the 3-hour one, so he's on vacation. I'm completely by myself, by the way. I got the whole house out to myself. No, I'm not going to give you the address, but unless I know who you are, I will give you the address. But why did I say that? Everybody's gone. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I took my son's diffuser because he's not here, and it's the 7-hour one, and I was told to put other stuff in it. So peppermint's going to help you feel more invigorated, energized. If you eat peppermint, go get a peppermint plant. Go buy a peppermint at the grocery store. Put it in your food. Watch what happens. Okay? It'll feel like you're being blown with this fresh air in your system, and it's just like you feel so clean. You feel so clear, okay? So, this is to get you going. Move around. Get more energy in your body. Get more energized to do things. Get curious about new stuff. Again, this is a restart. It's starting things new. We're in a new cycle with this new moon in Gemini. Okay? So that's the Three of Cups energy that we saw before. Go socialize. Go have some more fun. Go do more fun things for yourself. It doesn't have to be with other people. Okay? So the bottom of the deck is lemon. It's cleanses and uplifts. What was I talking about? Cleaning, cleansing, uplifting. So lemon and peppermint, you can put both in the diffuser. Watch how that changes you. You can put it on your sleep or do it while you're doing your yoga or eating your breakfast, whatever. Not that you eat your breakfast in your room, but you get what I'm saying. So this healing for the new moon in Gemini, guys, is to help you to like have a lot more energy to do some fun things. Go out there, enjoy yourself. Life is not meant to be adulting all the time, okay? We don't need that. Balance it out. Get excited about stuff. And you know what's at the top of the deck? Black pepper. Protects and promotes honesty. What was I talking about? The vulnerability and the authenticity and the sensitivity here. I said something about being open and honest with their feelings. So let's go read peppermint in here. Excuse me. LMNOP. This aids in digestion. It boosts energy, alleviates fevers, headaches, and congestion. It improves alertness, reduces pain, and lifts moods. In a study published in the journal and some sort of phytomedicine journal, scientists discovered peppermint essential oil demonstrates high potency against the herpes virus. The rosmarinic acid found in peppermint also opens the airways and improves breathing. For headaches, you can keep a rollerball bottle of peppermint essential oil handy and rub it on your temples and the back of your head where the neck and cranium meet. While most humans love the smell of peppermint, many critters can't stand the stuff. A few drops of peppermint oil on cotton balls placed around your home can ward off ants, mice, and spiders. Peppermint essential oil is believed to increase tolerance. Wow. Increased tolerance. That's big for you, Gabby, because you were talking about intolerance. And to help people assimilate new ideas or impressions. It lifts the spirit and is believed to encourage prophetic dreams or insights. It enhances mental, emotional, and spiritual receptivity and benefits people who need insight or inspiration. That's why when I was eating straight raw peppermint leaves, I was whoosh, holy crap. So maybe some of you need to start eating raw peppermint leaves. So this is also good for allergies, asthma, autism. Wow. Bad breath, burns, cold sores and fever blisters, coughs, decreasing milk supply when breastfeeding, faintness, fatigue, fevers, flatulence, food. That's why I was probably going, I was making raspberries with my tongue. Food cravings, gastritis, hangovers, headaches, hives, hot flashes. So there's menopausal stuff here. Indigestion, loss of sense of smell, mental exhaustion, migraines, motion sickness, mouth or gum infections, muscle stiffness and tension, nausea, poor circulation, poor memory, sinus congestion, sinusitis, and sunburns. There you have it. So with the healing, see with that Gemini squaring Neptune, the inspiration, the imagination, the intuition, the higher realm stuff, the stuff that's in the ethereal, the stuff that's like way out there, the stuff that is limitless. No boundaries is Neptunian, right? Rules Pisces. It's kind of tapping in more into that world and watching your mindset. Trying to find a logical reason to those things that you're getting that are way out there, like the trippy stuff, right? Shit. I had to repeat something in here. LMNOP. I did it again. Lifts the spirit and is believed to encourage prophetic dreams or insights. It enhances mental, emotional, and spiritual receptivity and benefits people who need insight or inspiration. I'll say it again. It enhances mental, emotional, and spiritual receptivity. There's the emotional stuff right there. The integration. Balancing spirituality with practicality, the mind and the heart. This stuff is great. So there's your wellness tip right there. So again, with that healing, being more in tune with your spiritual side. And trusting more in your intuition and not really trying to get that mind to interfere with that so much. But the big thing with all of this, guys, is like going to God first. And trusting what God tells you. That really builds your relationship with God. And when you have that solid relationship with God, you find so much peace and happiness in your life. It's not even funny. And yeah, you'll have your moments like I did today. But I knew my go-to nowadays is God. And then everything gets back to normal for me. I'm back in my high vibrational state. Sure, we can utilize this as resources, as tools, as helpful methods for that. But what I've been learning, for me, I get back to my higher state, and then I end up moving up a level by doing that. Going within more. And talking to God more. And that helps me to get back to a state of equilibrium, divine power, divine peace, divine love, you name it. Divinity. And then I get back to remembering who I am as a soul being in the meat suit. That I'm on Earth School. And that I'm supported by God, by the archangels, by the heavens, by God, by everybody up there. So that's what I have. That's what's coming through with this new moon and Gemini energy here. So, you know, take it back to God. Go connect with God and see what else you can get from this. Remember, it's a collective reading. This new moon in Gemini is going to affect everybody very differently. But for those of you who are already like Queen of Cups, you're in tune, your intuition, you're in the flow. Some of you are super in the flow, right? And even when something tries to take you out of the flow, you get right back in the flow within like 5 minutes, 5 seconds. So some of you who are already there, you're calling in some different things. That Death card, something is profoundly changing in your life. And for some of you, it is a leveling up and a connection. It's your connection moving to the next level. Because you moved to the next level of being completely in the flow and being completely trusting in your empathic, intuitive abilities with connecting with God, all of that stuff. You doing what you love. You building something masterful for yourself. But what's happening for those of you who are already building this thing for yourself, you're already in a tremendous amount of flow. You're building something that is bigger than you. You're manifesting something that is bigger than you, something that you didn't think was something that you would manifest. Let's put it that way. They do want me to pull a card for the masculine collective. Now, my cards, some of my cards in my deck got wet. My diffuser ended up leaking and it actually jacked up some of my card decks to include my copy of this. But my guide said, keep using it. Don't get another one. If you don't have this deck yet, I highly recommend that you invest in it. Because every time I work with this deck, that's why they didn't want me to change it out, because I've already infused my leveling up of my energies and my power into this, and this has becomes more powerful every time I use it. And I get crazy other ass messages from this deck that have nothing to do with the words here. Okay, so my guys, God said, don't change it out. You've already infused a lot of your high vibrational energy into it. Just make do with some of the cards that have a little bit of water damage in it. It's a little bit more fluffy now. So I'm going to use it. But as I said, if you're interested in this deck, this is my first Oracle deck. I'm still, waiting for the resources to come in to go have my other one go into production. I'm getting there. If you guys would like to help me out with the resources, the funds for getting my other Oracle deck printed out. It's actually this one that I'm going to use in a little bit. Some of you have seen this before in my readings. I already have the digital copy. I just got to send it to the printer. But I have to order 25 copies in order to get them printed out. So that's the next one that will come into production. I do plan on having a bundle when that deck comes out. You can either purchase it individually, or I will create a bundle where you can get this deck and the other deck at a discounted price. I will be having something for the members when I have that deck printed out. That's an awesome deck. I cannot wait to see what it looks like printed. I'm probably going to have an orgasm when I see it. Yes, I said it. Because if it looks that amazing in digital, I can only imagine what it's going to look like. Just like what happened with this deck. This looks awesome as my digital copy, my PDF copy. And when I got this deck in hand, I was floored. Even the printer, my printer complimented me and said, wow, that is a gorgeous deck. And I was like, I know. And I said, thank you. It looks awesome in digital print, but when it came out, I was like, oh my God. So I could only imagine what my other deck's gonna look like. Anyway, I gave it to God already, and I'm letting God handle that. So we will see. All right, this is what the Masculine Collective wants to say. Really? Okay. Knock, knock. I'm standing outside your door. I felt this. Guys, I know it's a little dark. Let me see. Actually, Angela, I have a video for this deck. Do you want me to send you the link? I actually did have it in my description box. I guess I should put it there. Knock, knock. I'm standing outside your door. Unexpected visitor. I'm coming to you out of left field. Surprise. What did I say? You felt Kira looked out your door 2 minutes ago? Look. That energy keeps surfacing, everybody. Remember, that's a collective reading. I'm going to be honest. That's not for everybody. But there's somebody who's around the corner. Maybe there's somebody who's literally standing outside your door right now, because there are going to be people who are going to be watching this later. I don't know, man. Check your door, or your person's going to be outside your door tomorrow, or maybe a month from now. It could be a year from now. But the energy is there. Okay? The energy is there. I know, Kay. You told me this the other day. So yeah, I don't know. Angela, do you have any ideas for a deck donation? I don't know. But look, honestly, Angela, I'm not trying to force it. Look, I'm going to be very honest here. Very honest. Like, Kay knows about this. I keep hearing about all these people who have channels and they're thanking people for giving donations. And it's like, that doesn't happen to me. But God's like, Jess, you just wait. Okay? You just wait. There's nothing wrong with you. You just wait. If God doesn't want that, then fine. Okay? I know God told me to create the second deck. I was blessed enough to have this one created. I'm leaving it in God's hands. But again, it's open. If anybody wants to donate towards that, that would be awesome. I'm going to have another giveaway for that deck. Okay? I'm going to have something special for the members. Once that deck gets printed out, I'm going to do the bundles with these things. Either way, I created the deck like God asked me to, and I put the rest in God's hands to see what happens with it. And I'm grateful to one of you, you know who you are, for the generous donation you made towards that. And I'm keeping that there because that's supposed to be used for that deck. So thank you so much to you. That'll be returned to you 1,000-fold, okay? But anyway. So yeah, Angela, can you please remind me to send you the link? I have a deck reveal. I go through all the cards. I also do a sample reading at the end, okay? So, I have that. This deck is fluffy now. Infinity symbol at the top of the deck. Yeah, there's a union coming together. That's definitely talking about counterpart connections. This is also saying you all have infinite potential. You're the magician. This is magician in the strength card. Okay? This is an eternal love. And I'm going to say it again because I'm the person who says this. I do not believe that union only occurs in certain lifetimes. I do not believe that for 1 second. Okay? This is why I have this bonus card, one of the 2 highest vibrational cards in my deck. So for those of you who have my deck already, you know about these 2 high vibrational cards. These are like these super special cards. It's at the top of the deck, okay? This is saying that this is a bond that cannot be broken. And if God had ordained someone for you, the intention is for you to come into union. But it's up to you guys to get there. And it really relies on the feminine, not the masculine. The feminine is the leader until the masculine comes back around and he's fully ready for permanent union, because the feminine has been in her power to get the masculine to get in his power to come back to her, to open the door again. Okay? I highly believe God did not create these types of connections so that you wouldn't come into union. It is a mission-driven connection. It is not romantic. The romantic piece is a bonus, if that's what's in the contract. Okay? This connection is bigger than the both of you. It's bigger than the union itself. Okay? The energy is there. This is supposed to get you guys to realize, to have faith in the fact that they will come back around. But it is up to the feminine. If she can't be patient, if she's rushing the masculine, if she's not doing the work, if she wants to go with the high vibrational soulmate because she can't wait, because she thinks other shit's going on, you're not going to have the permanent union. Plain and simple. And a lot of masculines need a lot of time to get there. God is not going to just give you the permanent union just because you did your work and that was it. No, you still got to go through another freaking level. Several more years of tests and doors being slammed in your face. And God trying to see if you are actually ready for it. If you're doing your purpose. Because you're supposed to come here to do mission work. Not to come here and to come into union and ride off into the sunset. That's not what you're here for. You're here to fulfill your mission, to share your gifts with the world, and to not focus on your person. And at some point, you're not even going to believe in separation, period. That's exactly where I've gotten to. Separation doesn't exist for me. When I do these readings, when I do practically everything in life, my person's with me all the damn time. So there's no fucking separation. It doesn't exist. But it's necessary in the physical to get you to where you need to be. You cannot cut that cord with your person, no matter what the fuck you do. You can't. You cannot destroy what God created. We are not God. So if you think you can cut that cord off, you're in the wrong. I will flat out say that, because that is what they're telling me. No human being can destroy what God has created. Especially with a bond like that. No other person can destroy it. Not you, not your masculine. No karmic, no nothing. It's a godly thing. God has all the power. He has all the control. So if you're thinking, yeah, wishful thinking, whatever, this person's not showing up, then guess what? You're not believing in it. It's not happening for you. You think you can go off with some other like soulmate or something? Sure, you have free will, but it's not going to be this. Any connection, any relationship with a soulmate, God has them for you, but it's your choice. But it's not going to be this, because this is 1 in a million. God only creates one of these per person. The ones that God has chosen to be in these types of relationships. You can only have one counterpart. Okay? That love is eternal. It has unlimited potential. It is a limitless type of unconditional love. And when you come into union with your person, that power will magnify exponentially. And that is going to do some huge, it's going to do the collective a huge favor. I can't articulate it well right now because they're throwing all this stuff at me, but it doesn't just raise the vibration of the collective significantly. The Blue Lobster. Thank you, Angela. You're paying attention. It does a tremendous amount of healing for all of us. Okay? A lot of us need to look at these connections like that. We are here to help each other. These connections are here to help the rest of us. We are trying to get back to divinity, to divine equilibrium on this earthly plane. It's going to take some time, but we all have a hand in it. And should you decide to be like, yeah, whatever, this person's never showing up, it's been forever and a day, I'll just go with a soulmate, be careful, because the love you have for your soulmate will not match the love that you have for your counterpart. It will not cut the cord. It will not have your person escape your mind, or like you won't ever stop thinking about that person. The impact that you will have on the world with the soulmate does not match the impact you will have with a divine counterpart. Because it is not of the highest frequency. These twin flame things are of the highest frequency. It is of the highest love. Yes, it could be high vibrational with somebody else, but it is not the ultimate of the divine. Okay? It is not the affinity. It's not the limitless connection. It is not the unlimited potential connection. Which is why so many people get hung up on the timing of this, the patience of this. They're not doing their work. Blah, 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 blah. They're going to hurt me again. We're going to go into the same cycle. If you're thinking that, you still need work to do. But my team has always shown me, and they told me this, which is why they told me to have this symbol. The other one is the cross. The other high vibrational card is the cross. Christ consciousness is the whole point and why we're here. We're here to be Christ-like, to be examples of Christ consciousness. Which ties into that relationship with God, where you feel true peace, a tremendous amount of peace. Like everything is just so right in your life. I mean, it could be going wrong, the way you look at it. But if you're able to stay strong through the storm, like I talk about that palm tree, you bend, you do not break. That's when you've been really doing your work. That's when you've really been leveling up. And that also puts a different perspective in your connection, where you are grateful that you are in it. You're not cursing God and saying, God, why did you put me in this? I know at one point I was down on my knees. I said to God, God, why was I chosen for this? This is so hard. I used to have all these doubts. Every now and again I fall into that and I'm like, am I going crazy? Even my masculine tells me right now, it's like, don't doubt, Jess. You know too much. It's not easy. But I'm forever grateful because I would not be doing this. I would not be making an impact in people's lives. I would not be who I am today if it weren't for this connection. To feel this comfortable in my own skin and to not be self-conscious and to have complete bliss and peace in my life, even though I'm not where I thought I would be by now. But God still provides. I'm still here. But the amazing thing is that God starts to show me certain things that I didn't know about or other people don't have access to. The knowledge that I get, the rites of passage that they have granted me. That is way worth more than gold itself. I find so much value in that. That every time I level up and they give me, okay, Jess can have access to this. Jess can have access to this. And it's reassuring knowing that they always have my back. Even when I will go into doubt a little bit, I start looking in the 3D thinking, oh man, I don't know about this. Right? This is where God wants us to get to. And part of that bliss, that peace that we attain is through our life's purpose. And those of you who are already doing that, you know this. You have this incredible amount of freedom in your life. A lot of you don't realize that what you are really trying to achieve is to be free, to be limitless, to not have to answer to anyone but to God, to be completely yourself without hesitation, without reservations, without fear of retribution, without fear of anything. You can be who you are, scars and all, right? Because we all have battle wounds. But when you expose those battle wounds, that actually helps people. So yeah, I went on my soapbox about that because of what cards came out. There's a reason why that came out. Look what's after the infinity symbol. You have changed me in ways you cannot comprehend. I should have put cannot, but I put can. Okay? This is the whole point, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to change people's lives for the better, to get them closer to God, to be who God called them to be. I have a sign right above my head that says, the world needs who you were made to be. And when I went through my moment with God today, when my 3D kicked in, I heard, look up. That's why I have that above my altar. To remind me what I'm here for. And part of that is changing people's lives. Changing them in a way they can't comprehend, to include my masculine. Which also helps other masculines, which also helps other feminines. When you are able to change somebody for the better without, like, what is it? Dictating, controlling, being in their face, like literally being in their face, like your 3D presence with trying to change somebody, when you can do that with energy, with your healing, that should tell you how powerful of a person you are. That's like Queen of Wands energy. Your leadership skills, your light, your ambition, your drive, your confidence, your nurturing nature, your intellect, how grounded you are, everything in perfect balance. It changes people. It's like when God tells me about the power that I have to have someone convert from an atheist to believing in God. This is not converting to a religion. This is about God, having a relationship with God. With someone who has no relationship with God to a relationship with God, this is what we're here to do. Do you know how impactful that is? This has nothing to do with romance. It has nothing to do with money. Because when you have the ability to change somebody's life in that capacity, you have no idea the rewards God is going to give you. It's something that's unfathomable. You can't comprehend the amount of wealth, the amount of abundance, the amount of God knows what that God will bless you with when you have that ability to change somebody's life in that manner. This is what these connections are for. And it helps the greater good as a whole. This is what we're here to do. We've lost all consciousness of this. We all have some sort of role in some way, shape, or form to make that big of an impact in people's lives. And for those of you who are watching this, you have that ability. You have that unlimited potential. It's also kind of like someone who self-sabotages, someone who is a drug addict, or who's like in deep depression, right? They can't come out of a hole, but you have the ability to get somebody out of that hole. For someone who's living life like they're frolicking through the tulips or some shit, and they're having a smile on their face, and even when something bad happens in their life, they still have a smile on their face. This is the type of potential that all of you have. This is what everybody has this lifetime. But we're all looking at it the wrong way, where we want money, we want love, we want, I don't know what it is that you want, but we're not realizing what we're here to do. And when we do what we're here to do, that's when God says, oh, look at that person. They're doing what I've called them to be. They're doing what the world needs you for. And you start to attract amazing shit. With you just coming to the fullness of your destiny, your potential, like what Joel Osteen says, in you doing your work, what God has called you to do. Stuff will just freaking fall into your lap after you've done the hard work, after you've had those doors closed, after you've gone through all of those transformations and all of those challenges and all of those battles. And you'll come out with the battle wounds and the scars. But you're not going to be paying attention to them. They're going to be reminders of what you were able to overcome. And by doing so, you're going to be able to be an example to others that they can do the same. That they don't have to be stuck in that hole. They don't have to be stuck in that relationship. That they don't have to be miserable all their lives. That when they find God, their life changes significantly. And when you realize that about why you are here, people may not thank you for what you've done. That's not the point. But if you have some sort of inkling, some sort of inner knowing that you changed somebody's life for the better, you should walk away smiling, knowing that you've raised the vibration of that person and of the planet, and that we are getting closer to a more harmonious place to live. But this is what a lot of us are not fully understanding. And those of you who have been chosen to be in the forefront of this, you're going to be paving the way to bring us more back to a divine earth, is what I'm being told. Not just earth, it's a divine earth. Hi, Ishika. The Christ Consciousness deck, Angela? No. Can you send me the link to that? Oh, thanks, Gabby. I just read your comment. The energy is beautiful. I feel so much better than a few hours ago. See? If I can do that, I'm doing my job. All right. God, it's still kind of early. Oh, my butt. I need a butt massage. Who's going to be willing to give me a butt massage? Did I say that out loud? I did. Okay. If anybody wants a personal, let me know now. If not, we are going home early. You know what I mean. I'm hoping one of these days that Kay brought this up to me about doing one of these in person where, like, I don't know, I have to fly somewhere or be somewhere and we can all be in like a room or something like that and like all be together. Do you know how crazy that would be? I think like I'm seeing like spontaneous combustions and windows being blown out because of the energy. We may need to do it out in nature, not in a room. Okay. Jason did the 2555. I gotta look it up. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do Jason's. If you guys haven't checked, the menu is in the description box. Oh, they want me to make something else clear. So, when you do your mission work, okay, and you build your business off of it, or you know you're doing your thing, and you don't see the results that you want, you're not getting the clients that you thought you would get or the money from it, but you see other people are, that is an indication that you have a higher purpose. There's a much larger calling on you, okay? Which also means that you're going to have a greater impact on people than most. This is not talking about you're better than everybody else, yet God is favoring you a little bit more. They want me to say that. However, this is just because this lifetime, what you signed up for, you're like, I want to achieve this time around. And while you're going through those challenges, right, where you may be facing financial difficulty with your talents, what God called you to do, God is just leveling you up even more, because here's the thing. When you're able to go through those difficulties while you're doing your mission work, while you have that business, but it doesn't seem to be flourishing like other people's are in comparison to yours, right? But you're not supposed to compare. That is because you're leveling up to such a high vibration that God is just going to magnanimously bless you more than those other people. And again, this is not talking about being better than anybody else. This is just about what God has called you to do and just testing you to see if you're going to throw in the towel, if you're going to get caught up in the material world, because you are reaching some insanely high frequency to call in insane miracles and insane blessings. So keep that in mind, especially if you haven't started your purpose yet, if you haven't built the business yet based on your purpose. Okay? This is what I will share with you, what God was revealing to me today about my struggles. Like it just came to head to me today. I'm like, oh man, now it's coming at me again. You are moving to God level, not the God, but the level. Okay? Like a true God goddess. Okay? God-like energy. The frequency is so freaking high. You're going to attract some very miraculous shit. Like what I call the top shelf. So when things get tough, when things get heavy, when things are not really looking like the way that you want, don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. And don't settle. Kings and queens don't settle. Gods and goddesses don't settle, do they? Absolutely not. It's almost like they have the world handed to them on a plate, correct? This is what God is working you towards. You won't need that 9 to 5. You won't need the things in the material world. You're just going to need God and your purpose, and you're going to do what He's called you to do, and you're going to level up and raise your frequency by doing that. And then God will be telling you to kind of like take it easy and to rest and to do less, to be receptive, to be in receiving mode, so that you open up the space and the energy while you're still at the high vibrational energy for the amazing stuff to come into your life without you having to lift a finger. The only thing you are doing is continuing to connect with God and continuing to do your life's purpose no matter what the circumstances look like. Okay? That's what I have for you. So just remember that. It's something that I had to check in with God every now and again to remind me. But let me tell you, the divine intelligence that they allow me to tap into, I would rather have access to that than to being completely overbooked with readings, let's just say. Does that make sense? I don't have to work that hard. But I'm still doing my job. And I'm still going with the flow. And I'm still maintaining a high vibrational state. And at this point, I was like, thy will be done, right? It's God's will. I know I'm not doing this for nothing. But I know there is a higher purpose for why I am doing this. And it has to do with my counterpart. So, Jason, decks 1 through 5. Give me 3 numbers. Do I say this? Okay. Do not take this as a negative thing. But what my guides are saying, I'm looking at my menu and my guides are saying, this is the personal reading part right now. Some of you are going through a test right now, and that's all I'm going to say. I knew it. I picked 1, 3, and 5. That's what I heard too. All right. Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, all odd numbers, huh? You know, for me, okay, consensus. Everybody who's in the chat, do you prefer odd or even numbers? I am an odd person. In more ways than one. I prefer odd numbers. Don't know why, I just do. Jason's odd, Kay is odd. Wow, look at that. There must be something with this. Anybody else? Holy Spirit, archangels. I'm Libra, so both. Ooh, I love this song. Oh my God. Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian Sirians. Please reveal to us for highest good. What would... Just bear with me, guys, because some of these cards got... So, if you want to be very honest here, they're not waterproof, but hey, there was a reason why that happened. But I gotta say, they held up pretty well, though, considering... If that happens, guys, just air them out, okay? Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to me. Please reveal to us for highest good. What does Jason's person want to say? Okay. I was supposed to write 3 love message decks. I'm like, what am I doing here? So I think my printer is gonna start having like boxes and things for these decks. So hopefully with the next deck that I do, he will have that available. If not, they're still gonna be sending the organza bags. All right, Jason, first message. I'm still dealing with karmic people and situations. Please let me handle this on my own. Okay. That's so weird that that screeching keeps happening. I can't hear anything, so. Bottom of the deck is, I know you are my divine counterpart, okay? I know she knows. She's a Pisces sun. All right. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, she still has karmic contracts to close out, just like you do. We all do. All the karmic contracts got to be closed out first. But you already know. So she's just making sure that you understand that. And that she's going to go through that on her own. The best thing that you can do is to do your work and to shine your light and to not get caught up in her dealing with karmic stuff, okay? You start dwelling on that, your mind starts gravitating towards that, that's not going to help her, okay? So be mindful of that. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Playing Series, what else would Jason's person like to tell him? Please and thank you. Wow, this is interesting. The bottom of the deck is the number 4. I'm seeing 4 of Pentacles, and we saw the 4 of Pentacles at the top of the deck for, what was it? What you need to reflect on, okay? 4s are about balance, something about your 4th house in your chart. Four hours, 4 p.m., 4 a.m., 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 months, 4 years. There's a need for stability here. 4 pillars, 4 corners of a room, a wall. Four cups. 4 of wands, something with family, something with the home. So what's interesting is you got majority of the signs and a season. You have summer, which starts next week, Capricorn, Scorpio, that's a death card there, that's where the majority of your energy is, and Libra. You are Scorpio North Node or Rising? Rising, right? In Libra Sun? I know you're Libra Sun. And I know you have a shit ton of Scorpio, but I forgot if it's Scorpio Rising. Okay, rising North Node Venus. All right. There's something about these placements in your chart that have to do with her. Okay, I'm getting something. So what she's trying to tell you is, with that 4, there's something with family, because I'm seeing 4 of wands as well. The 4 of cups and the 4 of pentacles. Like resisting change. During the summertime, it appears she's going to go through a death of the ego. She's going to start really waking up, going through some huge transformation with regards to what's been going on in her family situation. We saw the card, she's still dealing with karmic people situations. There's a lot of family and friends here, okay? So what she's trying to say to you is that she's trying to find a balance between what her heart wants and what her family wants and what her friends want. With that Libra energy, she's trying to understand what her truth really is. This is also her being more honest with herself and other people. That Capricorn energy, I'm getting very stubborn energy. She's very hardcore rooted in the material world because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Saturn went retrograde technically yesterday, Saturday, because it's 1:08 a.m. here on the East Coast. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn went retrograde yesterday. This Saturn retrograde for her is going to be a doozy. There are some fears that she's going to have to face. And it's starting with the summer months. Okay? This is also the same thing for you. She's gonna go through quite a bit this summer. And it may affect you greatly. She's gonna get hit hard with something. There's also, I'm also seeing a literal death in her life, in the family, during the summer. There's something in her 8th house, is what I'm being told, that's not so great, but it's part of her lesson learning. And with Capricorn, with Saturn ruling there, there's also something with her Capricorn, something with yours too. But there's some major lesson that she needs to learn during the summer. And if she doesn't learn it, she's going to go through another cycle. And it's going to take her another 4 months, another 4 years. There's something that she needs to release, that she has to let go of, but there's this stubborn energy here. Yeah, Libra is justice. There's something karmic here. Jason, have you had your synastry chart done? Your compatibility chart? I am asking because there's something this summer with the astrological transits, which is what you got the majority of signs in a season here. There's something that's being activated karmically with where your placements are and where hers are. It's going to be very significant. But it depends on you, Jason. You're both going to go through really major karmic tests in the summer months. So for you, Jason, as long as you actually you pass them, and it has to do with more fearful stuff, you're gonna face one of your greatest fears, is what I'm hearing. If you cannot face that and overcome that during this summer, you're gonna push something back by a multitude of 4. Because if you won't be able to face that fear, she won't be able to face her fear. Whatever this is during the summer. I'm hearing 4 years. Whatever this is that isn't faced or released or put to an end in the summer, it's a karmic lesson here. It could very well push something back another 4 years, or you have to go through another 4-year cycle, or this test will not show up again until 4 years from now. I'm now getting 4 years here. Okay? That's what I'm getting. But there's something that's going on with your placements and hers in that synastry chart that is activating this to see what's going to transpire later. It's part of your soul contract. It's part of what you guys agreed to. And it's part of your karma. There's something that happened between the both of you in a past life during the summer season that you guys couldn't overcome or you couldn't learn. Or something went wrong in the connection during the summer season in a past life, which you are now carrying into this life, that's a very interesting message. Okay? But yeah, there's something with the astrology with this that's now coming around during the summer months, because stuff is now either poorly aspecting or activating something, which is why all those signs came out. What else does Jason's person want him to know? Wow. Watch your thoughts and your words. You could have very well had a very negative thought or said something aloud while I was giving you that part of your reading. And she heard you. Watch your mindset and watch what you're projecting out with your words. I want you so bad, it's killing me. I mean, really bad. Well, that's Scorpio energy a bit, right? Sex drive there. Can you see that? I don't know. Is it fuzzy? No. What is that up there? Is that my camera thing? There's also an energy of I'm not gonna lie, Jason, she fantasizes about you a lot, but she still has this karmic thing that's tied to sex. And that's all I'm gonna say, because you know what this is. So that watch your thoughts card is for her too. There's also something about like needing you to save her, but she knows that's not your role here. It's like, I want you so bad, not just in a sexual way, but she wants you really bad because she's trying to use you as a crutch or use you as an escape, which is not the thing to do. Bottom of the deck, I'm leaving everything behind to be with you. I can't be without you. See, there's a codependency here. I'm reading this card differently. She's trying to look for an escape. That is Pisces energy. That's the shadow side of Pisces. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the karmic shit. I just want to go away. Jason's just going to save my life and everything's going to be fine and dandy. But deep down inside, she knows that's not going to happen. It's not supposed to happen. She has this yearning for you. She wants you there, but not in the way that she should need you. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting. That's what I am getting. All right. Let's get one oracle card. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for highest good. Thank you for that. I just got a message. Oh wait, no more? Okay. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Sirians, please. One more. Please reveal to us for highest good. What else? What other guidance do we have for Jason? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, your clarity. Now is not the time to do this. Are you complaining about something? Bottom of the deck is you are aligned. Because it's the bottom of the deck, I'm being told there's still work that needs to be done with you in the alignment. You are doing something, either literally right now, you've been doing something that is taking you out of alignment and you probably don't realize it. Hi, Shirley. I was thinking about you, Shirley. Yeah, there's something here. Your guides are saying this is not the time to do this, Jason. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's keeping you out of alignment. And I'm going to flat out tell you, because you know me, you may be thinking, this is the illusion here, you may be thinking you're aligned with something, but there's something that you don't realize that's actually you making you not be in alignment with your higher self. There's something that occurred that kind of knocked you off. I'm not saying that you were never aligned or like you weren't working towards that, but what they are saying is something knocked you out of alignment. You are doing something that is not for your highest good. Okay. If you get some other intuitive hit about what that means for you, now is not the time to do this. You gotta be honest with that hit that you're getting. Okay? This is not coming down on you. My guides, your guides are not telling you you're doing something wrong or like you're screwing up. It's just we fall into that, right? I get out of alignment every now and again. I did that a little bit today. I was like, oh no, wait, and that's when I had to go back to God. God, get me back there. Help me out. What am I not seeing? Why did I get myself here? And that's when I get myself back to alignment. Okay. So I know you're feeling a lot of things. This could also be about maybe other messages that you're getting about something about communication coming in or something changing or whatever, or something along those lines. But remember when I told you the other day, you have the ability, well wait, I can't, they don't want me to say it here. You know what I told you the last time with your intuitive abilities. I can't give that away because that's, my guides are saying that should not be disseminated here. This is going to give something away that other people don't need to know about. Okay. So, I'm getting another strong energy about you aligning more with your purpose than with the connection itself. That's what I just heard. Okay. And I will say, because I said it before, were being tested with what reading you were going to get. Does that make sense? Your guides were trying to see which option you were going to choose from the menu. And while you do have a choice, it has to do with something with that now is not the time to do this card. Okay. But again, you probably know what this is. It's moderation, right? Moderation. But that now is not the time to do this. I said you got to start aligning more with your purpose in your healing, in your mission work, in your self-transformation work, your shadow work, than with the connection itself. You take your attention away from that, you're actually pushing back your permanent union. Okay? And I know you're at the stage in your journey where this is very difficult to really process. I've been there. But when the time is right and the planets are aligned or something, you're doing your stuff, focusing on you, being good to yourself, then God will come in with what it is that you're really desiring from this connection, right? I know it's not easy. It is not. That's why I always teach your mission work, your life's purpose is imperative that you start working towards and focusing on. It takes away the attention of focusing on the connection. And like I said earlier, my person's with me all the time. He helps me when I do my work. Some days he's like really here way more strongly. Like I see apparitions these days, you know? And you will get to a point where you're fine without seeing them or talking to them for years. When you are at that place, you are getting closer to the permanent union. Yes, it's helping you grow. It's helping you to find what really fulfills you. And I know why this is happening because it's stemming from your childhood, Jason. Okay. And it is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Those changes, the death card, it is uncomfortable. But then you will get out of it and then you'll be like, oh, like, okay. And the next time something similar happens, won't be as uncomfortable. You'll be more adaptable to it. Okay? All right. Okay, I hope that helped you. I just heard choose wisely. You may have been told that while you were going through the menu when I put it out. They may have told you to choose wisely. I'm not saying that you made the wrong choice, but there is a choice that might have been a little bit more beneficial. But either way, There's something that you're getting out of it, right? All right, peoples. What's going on, Shirley? Are you still here? Where'd everybody go? Got quiet. All right, anybody else? If there's nobody else, I am closing out early. Early for me. Yeah, for me. Last call for personal. I think there's a reason for this. Why it's ending early. I think we're actually ending this before the playlist loops. That's significant. Oh, thanks, Shirley. I'm glad you're here. If you didn't see the beginning, go play it back. For those of you who are here, you may want to play the whole New Moon and Gemini reading back, just to let it sink in. Okay. Oh, thank you. I forgot to say that. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Jason. I'll talk to you later. Anybody who's a father out there, happy Father's Day. Enjoy your day. Thank you for all you do. The dad's not here because they had to fly for a funeral, so I had to stay back. But I'll be calling my dad. I already sent my card with my mom. And my son's gonna be with his dad, so it's just gonna be me for Father's Day, which is kind of weird. Not that it hasn't happened before, but you know. Yeah, I know it was time for my family member to pass. You're really missing someone who cut you out of their life? Well, rejection, protection, love. You know, just try your best to send them love and just do things that kind of take your attention away from it. You know, everything happens for a reason. And sometimes those things aren't pleasant, right? The door shuts all of a sudden. But we got to learn how to work with that. There's always a purpose in that. Okay? Maybe you should do some self-reflection, go within and kind of see what you were learning from this. Or see the light in it. Okay? So yeah. But yeah. Happy Father's Day. Especially the single fathers. It's not easy coming from a single mom. And I know at least some of you here are single fathers, so. Need the Pisces. Well, Shirley, you know what? Don't dwell on that. Don't dwell on that. Move on. If it was said, it was said. Don't dwell in the past. Shut the door to that. Right? Keep moving forward. Don't worry about your Pisces person. Pisceans are very sensitive, okay? You think you might have hurt his feelings. Maybe you didn't. Maybe he had to pull away for some reason, okay? Things aren't always what they seem. Well, Shirley, I'll be honest with you. You're being too codependent. You're seeking validation from this person too much, and this person's trying to teach you a lesson. Okay? God did that for a reason. He's trying to get you to see something, Shirley. You're being too codependent. Take your power back. Start doing you. You need to be focusing on you, not E the Pisces. Right? Yeah, he's going through something. You're going through something. Let him deal with his stuff. You got to be focusing on you. Right now, Pisces, the Pisces person is not your focus. You are your focus. All right? Okay, everybody. I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Woo! This is great. Sorry, guys. I just got a crazy-ass message. Anyway. Alrighty. Again, if you feel like you need to rewatch this, by all means. Because sometimes when you watch something again, you get more epiphanies or something makes more sense to you. Alrighty. Give it to God, Shirley. Give it to God. You gotta focus on you. Don't start putting more out there or dwelling on it. It's not helping you. It's not gonna help you. Alrighty. Integration. What you're perceiving is negative and what you're perceiving is positive. Shirley, watch the beginning of this. It's gonna help you. Okay. Good night, everybody. Again, happy Father's Day. And to anyone who's lost a father, they say they love you. They're always with you. And they miss your jokes for somebody. They're watching you very closely. Okay? And that you can call on them anytime you need. I'm doing mediumship all of a sudden. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a wonderful week. God willing, I will be back on Saturday. I might try to do another live like this with a collective in the middle of the week since I have a lot more time since I'm here. It's just me. But I have to go to my guides for that because every time I plan something similar to that, they kind of rearrange my plans. But I am going to come out with a different reading this week, God willing. That is the plan. I tried to do that last week, but it didn't happen. But last week, there was a lot of shifts in the family with the death and people flying out and my son leaving and everything like that. So, and other things. So I'm going to be doing a different reading, God willing, this week. I still have to do the feminine collective reading for June, but everything happens in its time, right? Don't forget about the memberships if you're not a member already. It's well worth the investment. There's a lot of bonus stuff there. You can go to the description box to look up that stuff or go to capellawallace.com and check out the memberships. You'll meet some amazing people there. When you join in my members only live readings, you're going to have a blast, okay? You'll get your lessons, you'll get your guidance, you'll get your wisdom, but you're going to laugh too, okay? I guarantee that. I always put my funny side to this. I always put jokes out there. And crazy shit comes out. You think crazy shit comes out here? Just wait till you sit in the members only live. You can ask the rest of them who've been in there. Crazy, amazing shit comes out. All right. That didn't sound right. Anyway, moving on. Yes. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here, for your support. And God willing, I will see you next week or whenever I'm guided to. Bye.